Ladies and gentlemen, imagine for a moment that you are a beacon standing tall amidst a stormy sea. The stronger and brighter you shine, the more you draw attention, not because you demand it, but because you embody something undeniable: strength, purpose, and stability. Now let us delve into what it means to be truly magnetic in the realm of relationships, particularly when it comes to the dynamic of men pursuing women. To begin, we must recognize that human beings are guided by value hierarchies. If you aspire to be sought after, you must first ascend within your own hierarchy of values. Ask yourself, what do you stand for? What drives you? A person with a clear purpose and direction is not just attractive but compelling. To understand the essence of attraction and influence, one must first grasp the concept of value hierarchies. At its core, a value hierarchy represents the set of priorities and principles that guide a person's actions, decisions, and aspirations. These hierarchies are not static; they evolve with growth, learning, and experience. When someone is clear about their values and aligns their life with them, they exude a sense of purpose and direction that naturally draws others in. People are inherently drawn to those who possess clarity about their goals and values. This clarity signals stability and decisiveness, traits that are universally admired. A person who knows what they want and why they want it inspires confidence in others. This confidence is not about arrogance or dominance; it's about demonstrating that you have a framework for navigating life's complexities. Such individuals become beacons of certainty in a world often clouded by ambiguity and doubt. A well-structured value hierarchy shapes behavior in a way that reflects discipline and integrity. When your actions consistently align with your priorities, you demonstrate congruence, a quality that resonates deeply with others. This alignment fosters trust because it shows that you are reliable, dependable, and true to your principles. Trust is a cornerstone of any meaningful relationship, and it begins with how you live according to your own values. Value hierarchies also influence how you allocate your time and energy. When you prioritize effectively, you focus on what truly matters, avoiding distractions that lead to mediocrity. This focus on meaningful pursuits is not only productive but also magnetic. People are drawn to those who are engaged in purposeful activities, as it reflects a life of intention rather than aimlessness. Purposeful individuals inspire admiration because they remind others of the potential for a life well lived. Value hierarchies shape how you respond to challenges and setbacks. Life is unpredictable, and resilience is key to navigating its ups and downs. When your values are clear, they act as an anchor, keeping you steady in turbulent times. This resilience is profoundly attractive because it conveys strength and determination. Others see in you a model of how to face adversity without losing sight of what truly matters. In social dynamics, a well-defined value hierarchy also impacts how you interact with others. It allows you to set boundaries, ensuring that your relationships are built on mutual respect and shared priorities. People who respect themselves and their time naturally command respect from others. This self-respect is a direct reflection of a life lived in alignment with one's values. Understanding and embodying your value hierarchy makes you a person of substance. In a world where many drift without clear direction, those who stand firmly on the foundation of their values become sources of inspiration and attraction. By committing to living in accordance with your values, you not only elevate yourself, but also create a gravitational pull that draws others into your orbit, seeking the clarity and strength you exemplify. Authenticity and integrity are foundational elements of a compelling and admirable character. They represent the alignment between who you are, what you believe, and how you act in the world. These qualities are not merely desirable; they are essential for building trust, fostering meaningful relationships, and creating a lasting impression on others. When authenticity and integrity are present, they establish a sense of congruence that resonates deeply with those around you. To be authentic means to live in accordance with your true self. It requires an honest acknowledgement of your strengths, weaknesses, desires, and fears. Authenticity is not about perfection or the absence of flaws; it is about being real and unapologetically genuine. When someone is authentic, they exude a natural confidence that stems from self-acceptance. This confidence is magnetic because it is not rooted in pretense or performance, but in the secure knowledge of who they are. People are drawn to those who are comfortable in their own skin because it invites them to be comfortable in theirs as well. Integrity, on the other hand, is the consistency between one's values, words, and actions. It is the practice of doing what is right, even when it is inconvenient or difficult. Integrity involves staying true to your principles, regardless of external pressures or temptations. When others observe integrity in your actions, they perceive you as trustworthy and reliable. Trust is the cornerstone of all meaningful human connections, and integrity is the foundation upon which trust is built. Without it, relationships falter and credibility is lost. One of the most powerful aspects of authenticity and integrity is their ability to foster deep and lasting connections. When you are authentic, you create an environment where others feel safe to express their true selves. This openness encourages vulnerability and honesty, the building blocks of meaningful relationships. Similarly, when you demonstrate integrity, you show others that your words and commitments are not empty gestures. This reliability strengthens bonds and establishes a sense of security in your relationships. Living with authenticity and integrity also shields you from the corrosive effects of self-deception and hypocrisy. When there is a disconnect between who you are and how you present yourself, it creates internal conflict and erodes your sense of self-worth. Over time, this dissonance can lead to feelings of dissatisfaction and a loss of direction. However, when you align your actions with your values, you cultivate a sense of inner peace and coherence. This harmony is not only beneficial for your well-being, but also profoundly attractive to others. Authenticity and integrity are rare qualities in a world often dominated by superficiality and pretense. When you embody these traits, you stand out as a person of substance and character. People gravitate toward those who are real and dependable because such qualities inspire admiration and respect. By committing to authenticity and integrity, you create a foundation for a life that is both fulfilling and deeply connected to others, while inspiring them to do the same. Strength and independence are two interwoven qualities that serve as pillars for personal development and meaningful relationships. They reflect a person's ability to navigate life with resilience and self-reliance, qualities that naturally inspire admiration and respect. To embody strength and independence is to project a sense of capability, confidence, and freedom that draws others toward you, not out of necessity, but out of genuine admiration and trust. Strength, in this context, transcends physical capabilities. It encompasses emotional resilience, mental fortitude, and moral courage. Emotional strength is the ability to remain steady in the face of adversity, to weather life's storms without being consumed by them. It's about managing emotions constructively, understanding them, and channeling them in ways that align with your values. A person who demonstrates emotional strength exudes stability, creating a sense of security and reliability for those around them. Mental fortitude complements emotional resilience, reflecting an ability to face challenges with determination and focus. Life often presents difficult choices and unforeseen obstacles, and mental strength allows you to approach these with clarity and purpose. This does not mean suppressing vulnerability or denying the reality of struggles, but rather engaging with them from a position of self-awareness and resolve. Such qualities inspire confidence in others as they see in you a person who can confront difficulties with grace and poise. Moral courage, the willingness to stand by your principles even in the face of opposition, is another aspect of strength. This type of courage signals integrity and authenticity, reinforcing the trust others place in you. When you act in accordance with your beliefs, you demonstrate that your values are not negotiable, a trait that commands respect and admiration. Independence, closely tied to strength, signifies the ability to rely on oneself for emotional, intellectual, and sometimes even practical fulfillment. It is the freedom to make decisions without undue influence from others, to think critically, and to chart your own course in life. Independence is not about isolation or rejecting connection, but about ensuring that your identity and sense of self are not entirely dependent on external validation. In relationships, independence is especially significant. It allows you to engage with others from a position of choice rather than need. When you bring your whole, self-sufficient self into a relationship, you create a dynamic where connection is based on mutual respect and shared values rather than dependency. This fosters healthy, balanced interactions that are both sustainable and deeply fulfilling. Together, strength and independence create a foundation for living a life of purpose and integrity. They enable you to pursue your goals, overcome obstacles, and maintain your sense of self in a world that often demands conformity. These qualities are universally attractive because they reflect a mastery of life's challenges and a commitment to personal growth. When you embody strength and independence, you set a standard that inspires others, encouraging them to cultivate the same qualities within themselves. This dynamic not only elevates your own life, but also enriches the lives of those you connect with along the way. Self-respect and boundaries are integral components of a healthy, balanced life and are essential for fostering meaningful relationships. They represent a deep understanding of one's worth and a commitment to protecting that worth from being undermined. Together, they establish a framework for interactions that are rooted in mutual respect and authenticity, enabling you to cultivate connections that are both fulfilling and sustainable. Self-respect begins with recognizing your inherent value as a person. It is the internal acknowledgement that you are deserving of dignity, kindness, and care, not because of external achievements or validation, but simply because you exist. This sense of worth is not static. It grows when you consistently align your actions with your values and treat yourself with the same consideration you would offer to someone you deeply respect. Self-respect manifests in the choices you make, the company you keep, and the standards you uphold in your daily life. It requires ongoing self-awareness and a willingness to make difficult decisions that honor your values. Boundaries, on the other hand, are the external expressions of self-respect. They are the lines you draw to protect your time, energy, and emotional well-being from being depleted or violated. Boundaries are not walls designed to isolate you from others, but rather guidelines that define how you wish to be treated and how you intend to treat others. Setting boundaries requires clarity about your needs and priorities, as well as the courage to communicate them effectively. It is not about controlling others' behavior, but about taking responsibility for your own experience. One of the most important aspects of self-respect and boundaries is their role in maintaining emotional and psychological health. Without boundaries, it is easy to fall into patterns of people-pleasing, overextending yourself, or tolerating behaviors that erode your sense of self-worth. Conversely, when you establish and uphold boundaries, you create a sense of security and stability in your life. This stability allows you to approach relationships and challenges from a place of strength rather than defensiveness or fear. In relationships, self-respect and boundaries are particularly crucial. They enable you to engage with others authentically and without resentment. When you respect yourself, you set the tone for how others should treat you. People who respect themselves naturally command respect from others because they demonstrate that they will not settle for anything less. Similarly, clear boundaries communicate your values and priorities, allowing others to understand what is acceptable and what is not. This clarity fosters trust and reduces the likelihood of misunderstandings or conflicts. Establishing self-respect and boundaries requires practice and consistency. It involves saying no when necessary, walking away from situations that compromise your well-being, and prioritizing your needs without guilt or apology. While these actions may initially feel uncomfortable, they ultimately lead to a greater sense of empowerment and fulfillment. By respecting yourself and enforcing boundaries, you create a life that aligns with your values and invites relationships that are rooted in mutual care and understanding. This is not only beneficial for your well-being, but also sets a powerful example for others to follow. Continuous self-improvement is a cornerstone of personal growth and fulfillment. It reflects an ongoing commitment to becoming a better version of yourself in all areas of life, whether intellectual, emotional, physical, or professional. This journey is not about perfection, but progress, a deliberate and consistent effort to build on your strengths, address your weaknesses, and broaden your horizons. By embracing self-improvement, you cultivate a life of purpose, resilience, and inspiration. At the heart of continuous self-improvement is the mindset that growth is not a destination, but a process. It begins with self-awareness, the ability to honestly evaluate where you stand in relation to your goals, values, and potential. This requires humility and openness, as acknowledging areas for improvement can be uncomfortable. However, this honesty is crucial for identifying what needs to change and setting the stage for meaningful progress. Self-awareness allows you to align your efforts with your true aspirations, ensuring that your growth is both intentional and impactful. The pursuit of self-improvement is deeply personal, but it often involves the cultivation of skills, knowledge, and habits that contribute to your overall well-being. For example, intellectual growth might include reading widely, engaging in thoughtful conversations, or learning new skills that expand your capabilities. Emotional growth involves developing emotional intelligence, such as understanding your emotions, improving empathy, and cultivating healthy coping mechanisms. Physical self-improvement might focus on fitness, nutrition, or overall health, ensuring that your body supports the demands of a fulfilling life. A significant aspect of self-improvement is resilience, the ability to adapt and thrive in the face of challenges. Life is inherently unpredictable, and setbacks are inevitable. By committing to continuous growth, you build the capacity to learn from failures and use them as stepping stones to success. This resilience not only strengthens your ability to overcome obstacles, but also inspires confidence in others as they see in you a person who rises above difficulties with determination and grace. Continuous self-improvement also fosters a sense of purpose. When you actively work toward becoming the best version of yourself, you align your daily actions with a greater vision for your life. This alignment brings clarity and motivation, as every effort contributes to a larger goal. Purposeful living creates a sense of fulfillment that goes beyond material achievements, offering a deeper sense of meaning and satisfaction. The ripple effects of self-improvement extend beyond yourself. When you commit to growth, you inspire those around you to do the same. Your efforts demonstrate that change is possible, and that challenges can be overcome with persistence and dedication. This positive influence enriches your relationships and contributes to a culture of growth and encouragement in your personal and professional circles. Continuous self-improvement is about embracing the potential for growth that exists within every moment. It is a mindset that transforms challenges into opportunities, setbacks into lessons, and aspirations into achievements. By committing to this path, you not only elevate your own life, but also contribute to a world where striving for betterment is both valued and celebrated. Continuous self-improvement is the practice of striving to become a better version of yourself, embracing growth as a lifelong endeavor. It is rooted in the understanding that human potential is vast and that each of us has the capacity to evolve in meaningful ways. This process is not limited to a single aspect of life. It encompasses intellectual, emotional, physical, and social dimensions, creating a holistic approach to personal development. Self-improvement begins with self-awareness. It requires an honest evaluation of where you currently stand, acknowledging both strengths and areas that need growth. This awareness is not about self-criticism, but about understanding your potential and identifying the steps necessary to unlock it. When you take the time to assess your skills, habits, and mindset, you gain clarity about the changes required to move forward. This clarity provides a foundation for setting realistic and actionable goals, ensuring that your efforts are focused and productive. One of the most important aspects of continuous self-improvement is the adoption of a growth mindset, the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort and learning. This perspective encourages resilience in the face of challenges, viewing setbacks as opportunities to learn rather than as failures. A growth mindset shifts the focus from avoiding difficulties to embracing them as part of the journey. By doing so, you build the resilience needed to persist through obstacles and continue progressing over time. Another key element of self-improvement is the cultivation of discipline and consistency. Growth does not happen overnight. It is the result of sustained effort and commitment. Whether it involves learning a new skill, improving physical fitness, or developing emotional intelligence, small, consistent actions lead to significant change over time. Discipline allows you to maintain focus on your goals, even when motivation wanes, ensuring that your progress remains steady. The pursuit of self-improvement often involves stepping out of your comfort zone. Growth requires confronting fears, trying new things, and embracing uncertainty. While this can be uncomfortable, it is in these moments of challenge that the most profound development occurs. Each time you push beyond your limits, you expand your capabilities and discover strengths you may not have realized you possessed. This process builds confidence, empowering you to tackle even greater challenges in the future. Continuous self-improvement also enriches your relationships and interactions with others. As you grow, you develop a deeper understanding of yourself, which enhances your ability to connect with and support those around you. Improved communication skills, empathy, and emotional intelligence foster stronger and more meaningful relationships. Moreover, your commitment to personal growth inspires others to pursue their own potential, creating a positive ripple effect in your community. Continuous self-improvement is a commitment to becoming the best version of yourself. It is an acknowledgement that growth is not a destination but an ongoing journey, one that enriches every aspect of your life. By embracing this process, you unlock new possibilities, overcome limitations, and create a life that reflects your highest aspirations. Nurturing relationships through reciprocity is essential for building connections that are meaningful, lasting, and mutually fulfilling. Reciprocity is the principle of mutual exchange, where both individuals contribute to and benefit from the relationship. It creates a dynamic of balance and respect, fostering trust and emotional security. In every relationship, whether romantic, familial, or professional, reciprocity forms the foundation upon which healthy interactions and genuine connections are built. Reciprocity begins with the recognition that relationships thrive when both parties feel valued and understood. It requires a willingness to give as much as you receive, ensuring that the relationship is not one-sided. This does not mean keeping score or expecting immediate returns for every act of kindness, but rather cultivating a spirit of generosity and consideration. When both individuals invest in the relationship, it becomes a partnership where each person feels appreciated and supported. One of the key aspects of nurturing relationships through reciprocity is active listening. Taking the time to truly hear and understand another person's thoughts, feelings, and needs demonstrates respect and empathy. Active listening involves not just hearing words, but also paying attention to nonverbal cues and emotions. This level of attentiveness fosters a sense of connection and shows that you value the other person's perspective. In turn, this often encourages them to reciprocate by offering the same level of care and attention. Reciprocity also involves showing appreciation and gratitude. Acknowledging the efforts and contributions of others strengthens bonds and motivates them to continue nurturing the relationship. Simple acts of gratitude, whether through words, gestures, or thoughtful actions, can have a profound impact on how someone feels within the relationship. When people feel appreciated, they are more likely to reciprocate that positivity, creating a cycle of mutual reinforcement. Equally important in reciprocal relationships is the willingness to give support during challenging times. Being there for someone when they are struggling demonstrates commitment and reliability. It shows that you are invested in their well-being even when it requires effort or sacrifice on your part. This support often deepens trust and reinforces the idea that the relationship is a safe space where both parties can lean on each other. Reciprocity is not solely about giving, it also involves the ability to receive graciously. Allowing others to support or help you when needed is an important aspect of mutual exchange. It acknowledges their role in your life and reinforces the balance within the relationship. Accepting kindness and support without guilt or hesitation fosters a sense of equality and strengthens the bond between individuals. In nurturing relationships through reciprocity, boundaries also play a crucial role. Healthy boundaries ensure that reciprocity does not become transactional or manipulative. They protect the integrity of the relationship by fostering genuine exchanges rather than expectations of obligation. When both parties respect each other's limits and needs, the relationship remains authentic and balanced. Reciprocity transforms relationships into partnerships rooted in mutual respect, trust, and care. It is through this ongoing exchange of giving and receiving that connections flourish, creating a foundation for growth, resilience, and enduring affection.